What's up, gamers? This is a 200 sword strength build, a showcase against last boss in Crucible called Echo Knight. It's the hardest mob in the game right now, early access, no rest for the wicked. Now the armor cap for such boss right now is around 900. Anything over is overkill, which I have about 1100 armor, I think. You will see it at the end of the video. I'm gonna talk about the items and whatnot. So I could probably be better off with using a ring that does a rune damage, because I'm using only a rune skill called Berserk Flurry. If you don't have enough of this focus gain, you can totally use a Ring of Calmness that increases focus gain by 30% up to 30%. Because the current problem with 200 builds is they don't have as much stagger as one-hander builds. Like I did a setup with a Piercing Flurry with my axe, which you can see right up top above me. And I will also have an upcoming build with Lightning Flurry with a spear and a shield. And they just do so much more stagger because that's higher attack speed. Now sadly, attack speed modifiers don't work in the game right now, both from agility rings and then overall speed affix on items. You can also see the HP per hit, it's pretty insane. It's on my sword. So with 200, if you can get health per damage dealt and you stack up damage, then you will get very good lifesteal and whatnot. So this is just a little showcase of the setup. I'm gonna show the gear what I'm rocking with. I got extremely lucky on the sword. I got maxed out plague damage. And I got focused on damage dealt. Health could be 3%. I don't have a max roll, but it's okay. But instead of indestructible, I would like to get stamina refill chance on damage dealt, but it's okay. Now the gem, you always want to go with chipped spike, which is flat damage increase. It also increases your base damage weapon, so that's why it's so good. Base weapon damage, excuse me. The Berserk Flurry is the rune I'm using. Now also Limit Break is insane rune as well, so I could totally use that one instead. I probably could have tested it in the second phase against the boss. Kinda sad, but I'm gonna do another run. Now if you're also interested, guys, I can upload full Crucible runs if you want to see how it goes against like elites there. Against, I would call them elites. So this is the weapon. If you have a question about elemental damage, now I recommend only running one set of elemental damage, which means on plague damage here, if you were using plague skill, that's okay. I do not recommend ice, fire, or lightning skill because they do not stack. It just doesn't, it's useless. So yeah, that's why I'm using physical skill on, or physical rune on the weapon. I liked it the most. I would probably like to have flat damage increase instead of plague, but that's okay. This one is fine. Next up, we got armor. Sorry, we got a torch. I use this one to buff myself up. So damage surge for increased damage. It's stronger than food damage buff like Shepherd's Pie, but it lasts less, but it's just perfect for the fight. And Poise Shield is increasing your poise. Poise is a resistance against being, you know, staggered or knocked down on the ground from attacks. Cap is 50. With this buff, I believe I'm at 50. It doesn't show in stat sheet how much it actually gives, but without that, I have like around 40 poise. You will see it later. Also, one torch is insanely OP for one-handers. All those stats you saw apply to the weapon, main hand weapon, except the damage dealt. On the torch, you would need to get flat damage increase. So the skull damage would not increase your main hand weapon. It would only flat damage increase would apply to that. So extra damage, right? No cold, no element, just physical damage that would apply to your main hand. It doesn't show in the stat sheet, but it does work on the hits. And that's why one-handers are right now absolutely cracked. Also, the health, no damage dealt, and all the stuff, stamina or focus also works. Now, the armor, it took me a long time. You probably are asking, where the hell did I get the skin from? Let me move the webcam, we'll show you the full trip. I got it from the second boss in sewers. You can farm him. I basically stood in front of, without fighting him, without triggering the fight. I stood in front of him, waited for the server to make a save file. So I would always load before the fight and kept clicking over and over until I got a lot of pieces and rolled very good. Well, very good rolls, I would say. So on the headpiece here, equip load is very important if you want to run full plate for a maximized or for maximum armor while still being in normal weight load for the roll dodge, because heavy is a roll dodge as well, but very slow one. So I'm really like normal weight load. So equip load on the item, reflect damage taken doesn't really matter. It doesn't do that much. Focus regen is also very bad, and health on damage taken is good. So this headpiece is like a two affix headpiece. While focus gain increase on the headpiece, I believe I got almost minimum roll. Pretty unlucky. It is what it is. The chest piece here, another equip load and focus gain, amazing stuff. Health on damage taken also very good. And indestructible, pretty useless. I had to put feather in it to make it for the weight load. Luckily, it rolled 20%, so that's good. Panzer, another equip load. Health on damage taken, that's very good. And overall speed should be both movement and attack speed. Sadly, that does not work right now. Hopefully they will fix it, because I would like to stack up attack speed on this setup. You can see in my backpack right up top, I have double agility ring, which increases also attack speed. So hopefully soon. Gain focus on focus use, also pretty good. Even after the nerf, it's pretty important. Now to maximize the setup, you could put blink on your torch and just blink around. Let's a speed run. And the last armor piece is armor gloves. I put armor gem in it, but if I didn't make it in the weight load, I would totally put feather in it. We got focus gain, great stuff. Parry, stamina, doesn't matter, we don't use that. Poise defense, very good. Wish I had more poise defense on one more piece at least, but it's fine. So that was the gloves. The rings here, I use one band of calmness for the focus gain. So that enables me to spam the attack. I could probably go without it and go for one more damage ring, but just roll with it just to be safe if I whiff an attack or something. And now here I'm running double fierce rings for the armor increase and melee damage dealt, which also does not show in the stat sheet right there on the right side. But the damage when you actually attack, it will increase that. So this is just the double set. I got very lucky on these ones because I got a lot of the resistance as well. And from Consumables, I only used in this video blade oil, but if you have some food that increases your focus or stamina or HP, especially that, it's very important. Gives you like 45 HP, so I could be 200 HP, that's a lot. Then yeah. But yeah, if I was to apply plagued oil, it would be very bad. It doesn't really work stacking with other elements and whatnot, or ice oil. The best is always just the physical, pure physical. I like that one the most. And these are my stats. Let me move the webcam again. So I'm running 33 health, 20 stamina. The health is a bit overkill. I could probably put 2 points in strength and at 1 point in, or maybe just keep it just 2 points in strength for more damage. So it is what it is. Focus, 3 points there, also very useless. I don't know why I put them there. But I would say equip load around 25 would be the best. So yeah, I just got like an equip load high rolls on the armor. And you can see the poise is 50 right now. So I guess it's because of the weapon buff. I believe I had it. Let me just roll it back. I'm not 100% sure now. Maybe I was lying and it does show. Yeah, I have it above. So okay, I take it back. It does show in the stat sheet. So that's the cap for poise, 50. And focus gain was 83%, focus points 255. Without the ring, I would have 155, which would be probably okay, because the skill is 100 focus. But yeah, that's pretty much the setup. Now, thank you guys for watching. I also stream every day on YouTube and mainly on Twitch, and I'll be doing more builds for this game. I will keep up, or I am keeping up with the updates as well. Next build will be probably one-handed spear and shield with lightning flurry. Really like that weapon, sorry, like that skill. But also weapon, the reach on that weapon is insane. I also tried spin attack on the spear, very OP, 50 focus, high stagger on the boss. And I also tried piercing flurry, but already tried it on the axe, so I'm not gonna show it really. But if you want to see full Crucible runs, let me know, I can upload them as well. Probably could be pretty interesting and good for people to see how it works, how it is. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, I appreciate it. And until next time, have a good one, peace.